this is 100 million US dollars, this is 100 million Indian rupees, and this is 100 million Danish krona. Different countries write out their currencies differently. Commas swap with full stops, symbols change or switch sides, and some just use a 3-letter code. Trying to animate this correctly in After Effects can be quite a tough problem to solve, but thankfully there are 2 answers to that problem. The first is to learn some complicated JavaScript code, and the second does all the formatting for you without having to write any code. In this video, we'll be talking about the second option. Before I show you the much easier solution, it's really important to know the basics of the first answer to our problem, and that's the JavaScript solution. If you understand this, then the easier solution will make a lot more sense, so don't skip it. After Effects has a built-in JavaScript engine which can format currencies with one expression. That expression is called toLocalString. Here's the speedrun for how to set it up. 1. Make sure your expression engine is set to JavaScript. 2. Add a text layer. 3. Add a slider control. 4. Make a new expression on the text layer source code. 5. Write out the expression on screen, linking the number to the slider control. The most important part of this that you need to understand are these bits here: currency codes and language tags.
It gets easier.
Huh?
JavaScript has a long list of currency codes and language tags that relate to geographic locations. This means it knows exactly what format to write numbers out by country. Let's look at both of these. Currency codes are 3-letter codes: USD for US dollars, JPY for Japanese yen. Language tags are 4-letter codes with a dash in the middle: EN-US for English US, JA-JP for Japanese. If I want to write this example of code in British pounds, I'll take the UK's language tag, which is EN-GB, and I'll write it in here. And its currency, which is pound sterling, which has a code of GBP, and write it in here. After Effects can then take that information and correctly write it out using its JavaScript engine. We're going to be using these codes to do this the easy way, and I know I said at the start that you won't be coding, and that is still true. You definitely won't have to write any. The second solution to our problem will remove all the code writing completely, cutting this down to just 1 or 2 clicks, and this second solution is a free preset. Like me, you probably don't want to have to write out an expression every time you have to do this, so we've put together a completely free tool that you can download from our online store that will allow you to change between any currency with just a click. We have a few other free tools over there that can help solve problems like this one, so I'd recommend having a look through it. On this channel, we like to see if we can find better solutions to common After Effects problems, so if you can think of any ways that After Effects causes you stress or keeps you up at night, drop it in the comments and we'll see if we can find a solution. That's how we came up with this one. The tool we'll be working with now is called NOS Currency Counter. You can find the link in the description. Like I said, it's completely free, so when you get to the checkout, you can just type in a 0. If you'd like to donate a little bit to support the channel, then that would be really appreciated, but if you can't, just put in a 0. And I just want to say a quick thank you to the people that did this on some of our other products. From here though, let's jump into After Effects and we'll go through exactly how to use the tool. It's really simple. First, you'll create a new text layer and you'll type something. Doesn't really matter what this says, so I'll just type anything.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it.
Before you apply the effect, you need to make sure your expression engine is set to JavaScript, otherwise it's not going to work at all. Click on this icon here and go up to expressions and make sure it's set to JavaScript. Once this is sorted, go into your animation presets and under natively Ornate you'll find NOS Currency Counter. You can also use Video Copilot's FX Console to apply it a bit quicker. Once the effect has been applied, your text will disappear and it'll change into counting numbers. With your layer selected, press U on the keyboard to bring up your keyframes and you'll see these 2 pop up. These control the number animation. To change this, go up to here and change this number. I'll change it to 1 million for now. And the next one, I'll just change it to 10 million. You can then speed up or slow down the animation by moving the keyframes. By default, the numbers are set to 2 decimal places, but you can turn this on and off by clicking this checkbox. If you turn it off, the numbers will automatically round to the nearest one, but for now, I'll just keep them on. And if you remember earlier when I told you about the currency codes and language tags, well, this is where they come back into it. If you click on either of the drop-down menus, you'll see we now have all the options JavaScript can offer in the one place, with the codes to the right-hand side. All you have to do is match them together. For example, if I wanted to change this one from US dollars to British pounds, I'd take the language code and change it from English US to English UK, and the currency from US dollars to pound sterling. For Indian rupees, I can take the language code and change it to English India, which will adjust the position of the commas. And for the currency, I can just scroll down here until I come to Indian rupees, which I can then select, and that'll change the symbol. And here are a couple more examples: Japanese yen, Polish zloty, and Danish krona. I'll be sure to link all the language tags and currency codes in the description so you can see how they all align with each other. We also have a currency display option where we can display it either by symbol, name, or code. And here are some more examples with all three of these different options. We've got plenty more problem solver tools out there for After Effects that you're probably going to want to get your hands on, and that's why you'll want to watch this video next for another free one. I'll see you over there.